I was really, we needed it. You know, when I was, you know, we're all concerned about the psyche of the players. You know, when you keep doing what's right, keeps doing what's right, and the result, even though you're doing everything that you need to do, in our opinion, the result, you don't get the result. So I think I give credit to the players that I think they're just performing because they love the game, and so they just kept grinding. And tonight some goals went in for us, and that was the difference. The other nights they didn't, and tonight they did.
Yeah, we talked about how you guys have just been doing everything right, seemingly in the last week, and just like you said, not getting the puck in the net. Besides a couple lineup changes you made, was there any little small tweaks that you made coming into today?
No, none. Everything was. We just, again, the pucks just went in. They bounced to an area where we were, and we had some looks at the net. We got to the net just like we'd done in other games and banged a couple crease goals in, and you know, it wasn't done on the power play. We didn't get any power play opportunities, so it was all 5-on-5 stuff. And I thought our kill did a good job. They scored right at the end of one of them. That's actually, I would say it's a power play goal for them, but the penalty was over. But we had a few breakaways, so we generate scoring chances again in every way that we have to. Counters, rushes, offensive zone play, forecheck. So tonight again, some just went in, and you know, I thought we got a really, really good effort out of all of our guys, but in particular, Ashbrook's line with Hallinan and Ardella. I thought that they were, you know, I thought they were above and beyond, and they were tremendous. They had good legs. They complemented each other well, and Brent Peterson, I think, said that upstairs. They just work together so well. You have the size and strength of Hallinan, and then you have the finishing ability of Ashbrook, and then you have the playmaking skill and skating ability of Nardella. So they really helped release some of the burden that you know, that some other individuals face every night.
Yeah, not to say that you guys haven't played hard, but it just seemed like you guys had just an extra edge today, right? How much did that scoring that first goal have to do with that?
It may have played a little bit into it, but I didn't see any difference in honesty. We generated the same amount of offense. I would say our chances will probably be very similar to what they were last Tuesday, and the difference is they scored 2 goals last Tuesday on their chances, and we weren't able to. And today we got 4, and they weren't able to. So, you know, I thought our guys played well. I thought in every aspect of the game our guys played well.
Yeah, and Halliman's goal, you know, when the crease ends up being the winning goal. Just talk about, you know, that play to set up, because it seems like sometimes you see a puck in the crease like that, and in some plays you'll see guys kind of let up because they don't want to get that goal interference call. I guess just talk about Halliman's effective there.
Yeah, there was a scramble, so we didn't see it very well, but on the replay it was pretty clear. I'm not sure what took so long. First, I'm not sure why they looked at it, because they'd already used their timeout. The referees decided they wanted to take a look at it, so immediately you get a little concerned. But we saw it on the replay, and it would have been even if you're looking to overturn it, would have been difficult to overturn it because he never made contact with the goalie. Really, what happened? It looked to me like Mittens backed in, and off the initial stuff, and then from that point it was just hack and whack, and we just happened to get the right whack in and put it in the net.
Yeah, as played for the last week, does it feel like, just because of the scoring slump you guys were in, does it feel like today just is maybe worth 2 or 3 wins just in terms of changing momentum?
No. I think our guys just they're showing that they just love to play and they love to perform, and they're doing it in a great way. You know, everybody's contributing. Everybody's contributing right through our entire group, from, you know, equipment guys to staff to medical people. You know, we played 5 games in 8 days for the last month, and our team continues to get better, and that says a lot, because it'd be easy, you know, other teams might complain, say they're tired, say they're this or that, and our, you know, half of that's on the road. You know, the last week we've been home, and you know, I just can't, you know, it doesn't feel like anything. In honesty, the game was frustrating, I think, from the player's standpoint, with just the overall management of the game. We played well. it just, it just was. I think it was a difficult game from a management style that was completely out of control of our players. So I thought they played through everything well. They had to fight through a lot of stuff out there to get open, and they did. And they could have taken the easy way out and relinquished, but they kept just fighting through picks and holds and things, and I thought they played extremely well.
Yeah. So what do you guys focus on moving forward?
One game at a time. We'll rest tomorrow and recover a bit, and then Thursday we'll have another pregame skate, and we'll get at it again on Friday for senior night and honor a great group of young men that have given their heart and soul to Michigan Tech and the Houghton, Hancock, Calumet, Keweenaw area.
Jake Crespi seemed to have a really good game today without the necessary results. He put forth a ton of effort on the forecheck. He was able to get into the dirty areas and make a huge impact today. Do you think it's just a matter of time before someone of his caliber just finally start seeing the goals and the assists tallying up?
You don't know. You don't know. You just don't know. But I agree with what you said. He was at a stage for us where he was having he'd have a good game, and then he'd have just an average game. And then he got to a stage where he was having a couple of good games and then an average game. And now it's kind of gone back to the good game, average game, or maybe a good game and a couple average games. But today was a very good game. I agree with you. His speed was noticeable. On penalty kill, we got a penalty kill breakaway. In all aspects of the game, his speed was noticeable, and he made good, smart decisions with the puck. He didn't make soft plays. When he needed to get the puck in deep, he got it deep. He was also very good on his changes. He got himself in a position to be able to help his line change and for him to change at times before he got overtired. So I agree that he played an absolute tremendous game. And like I said, all of our guys did. Misiak wasn't feeling well. Maybe food or something. So he cut the first period short, and then he fought through it and again, I just think there's a love for each other and a love for the game in that locker room that is really, it makes me very proud to stand behind the bench and be with this group.
Now, I know you said one game at a time, but we got the big rivals, Northern, coming up. Is there anything you foresee changing at all, or you just want to keep the same thing going and rolling? Because I know Northern picked up a new goaltender at the beginning of this year.
Yeah, there's no secrets in this game. They know what we're going to bring. They know our strengths. We know what they're going to bring. We know their strengths, and the bounces of the game come into play, and just how the game unfolds comes into play. Even tonight's game, we score and I think go up 2-1, and they come right down on the next shift, and Blake had to make an incredible save in a scramble, maybe 2 or 3 in that little scramble there. So it all, what you look at it over time is that those things, the bounces and things, will go in your favor, and you'll have the opportunity, and that's how things change. But it's just the ebb and flow of the game. What happens at a critical time, and that was the difficult part about tonight's game, was that it wasn't really that type of a game where that was it. It was just it seemed to me that we had scoring opportunities and had offensive zone play where we're fighting through a lot of things, and then we never. It's hard not to get rewarded with one power play in an entire hockey game, in a game that was as physical as that game was out there today. And I'm not complaining. I'll leave the complaining to the other guys, but it's difficult, and so it takes away. And then the guys are on, the guys on the bench want, they're talking to the officials and asking. So just the way the game goes, and it's hard to figure out. You just look for the common denominators in games, but that took away a little bit of the enjoyment out of, I think, from our perspective, away from the overall flow of the hockey game. That it just seemed like, but our guys are so used to it that we didn't get rewarded for some of the effort that we got put in and some of the situations that we created. And so it was, And that'll be the same thing next weekend. You recall, there's always something going on against Northern Michigan, always. I mean, always. So whatever it is. So, but that's part of just the discipline of playing through it and trying to be the best you can be at the right time of year.
Good, thank you.
Great, thanks, guys.